Pagi ni kita akan ke Mossy Forest menaiki truck. Satu lagi.
So kawaii.
Kawaii. So today we going for Mossy. Hiking. Allah tu betul ni kan. Kita nak pergi hiking dekat Mossy Forest. Ni bila kau nak pasal cakap? Tak pernah aku nak cakap. So nantikan bila Azmi. Yes. Nak naik mana? Naik Comel boleh? Semua ada. Jom kita bergerak ke Mossy Forest. Saya di sini. Collecting water sample. Dalam tu situ.
Apa total? What is that? Apa lagi? BO nak lompat BO toilet tu. PC kot. Conductivity ke? Berapa?
64.8.
64.8 power itu for PC. Electric conductivity. Okay. Tekan mode. Tekan mode. Oh, conductivity betul. 64.8. Lagi tekan mode lagi. How about apa? Bagi satu-satu. Sana. .0482 TPS.
Oh, jernih.
Salinity? Kosong. Itu kan? DO tukar ke ni auto temperature tu. Buka dia punya penutup dulu.
The one that you already mentioned maybe before it. This is oxygen measurement.
Well, you said this for drinking.
Yeah. So they just want to compare.
Further in all the farms.
Buka
They mention about the tea plantation, the farm, and also come from the
This is vegetable farm.
vegetables farm.
Tea plantation is still okay. I mean, their pesticide is not like the one like this.
Yeah.
This is different. Ours is different. We only use fertilizer to fertilize the plants in 3-4 months once. I mean, every day.
Bacaan dia ada MG per L tu.
Pesticide for tea. There is also, but not that strong as the one they use for vegetables.
Dia memang akan ada sekarang bacaan berapa? 6.91 sampai mana?
DO 6.91.
Dah turun ke 6.7.
6.7 milligram per liter. That is of oxygen. It's not too bad actually. Because yesterday we went to several sites. It's not too bad.
Okay.
Still okay. Because it's a bit upstream kan compared to downstream. Because yesterday kita ambil downstream.
Downstream tu teruk sangat.
Teruk sangat, yeah. But it's okay. It's good for them because they can see the land use changes and then relate it with the water quality.
Water level tu dah
Water level Ha? Tak pun. Ambil contact.
Just
Tapi
ambil je.
boleh lah. Berapa tu? 4.
2.5.
Water level 3.5.
3.5
3.5 what? Centimeter.
meter.
3.5 centimeter. Gitu lah.
Yeah, kan? Bukan centimeter.
35 centimeter kot. 35 kot.
Centimeter dekat je.
35 centimeter kot.
Sebab cetek tu.
Oh, tu 30 liter.
Rasa 35 kot.
35. 35 kan?
35 centimeter.
Tak payah dah. Tak payah dah.
Saya
Untuk ni. untuk
Turbidity.
Oh, terbiti.
Turbidity, yes.
Collect sample.
Water sampling by this one. Because we want to do the turbidity measurement.
Sejuk.
18 kan? 18. So let's do the turbidity.
Minum sini.
Nak balik.
Yang dah ni tu ni ada.
Close your eyes.
Dia carry. Dia kena permukaan tu.
Satu tempat atas tu. Because the one that they use to run the thing.
Siapa nak masuk muka?
4.3 NTU. Next, ada 3 repetition kan?
Duplicate.
Ada orang lain nak try ke? Anyone want to try?
You want to try?
Oh, boleh.
Under the muffler. Goes under the muffler.
Air banyak.
Use the muffler. Local boy from Jambi.
Kalau kawan sini, mesti ini lah je kan. Dan bila kau beli yang less light gitu kan. Agak kau dia sekarang kat mana. Ha?
Kena buang tu.
Tak sama.
Pinjam tempat dia nampak.
Jadi,
Slack dia buat cakap tu lah. Yang nasib tu.
dia buat saja. Sultan datang dia juga.
Yang slack kan tu kan.
Dia baru nak pindah sini.
All drainage system macam not proper. All this not happen. Ground bukan keras. Dia lembut. Air dia tak masuk ringan.
Try the last one. Nak try? You want to try?
Kurang setahun lah dia pindah sini. Tak pasal dia pindah.
Sini banyak landslide dia betul.
Mesti ambil dia lah. Sama dia sebab
Ini dah untuk 3 macam nanti average lah.
Kalau yang pekerjaan tu
itu YB
di
ni kan.
lepas tu
Itu lagi
dari
itu lagi garang macam tu.
Kita ada kan yang gelap. Tak dekat lebih.
Sebab dia punya abang kan dia apa? Jatuh punya.
Itu kali ya. Nanti ambil average.
Besar dengan kamera dia orang besar. They don't know because they do. Macam mana orang boleh pergi ceroboh. Correct. That's my main thing. Dia ada one.
English.
4.3. So cute.
On your project, total is here. On your project,
Students are.
okay, the water which we got it now from here, this is the water which is flowing from the mountain. But the thing why I'd say the water is a bit polluted because there are plenty of vegetable farms on the top there. So in the vegetable farms, they use pesticide, they use all the fertilizer. These are the things which are flowing down in the water together. Alright? But if I can tell you one thing, those days for our drinking water for Camerons was also very, very dirty. The source of water that we were getting there was in Colatrala. There was a place where they had plenty of farms on the top there. And this water, the one that's coming flowing down, that's the one which they used to take it out from there and give it to us for drinking. They used to clean it up, but it was not 100% clean. You see, now one more thing, you know, when the farms, the workers are there. So the workers, when their waste, their waste are coming to the same place. See, they are not using something tanks like this in the house, they're just doing directly out. So that's where, I mean, the water which comes from the farms or whatever, it's not that clean. If you go on the, I mean, say for the germs wise, or I mean, the thing, it's not a drinking water. So for Camerons, those days for us, the water was very, very dirty. But now, most of the farms already been removed, and now they're trying to get a better water. But it still take a long time because when you want a clean water, go for the forest. The water which comes directly from the forest is a clean water, not the one from the farms.
Yeah, I mentioned this several times in class.
That's all the thing. Okay. Okay. For this part, now we stop here. Later we'll go up. We'll stop again on the top there. Then I'll show you there's another stream coming up from the mountain. You can try that water over there, just nearby, and then I'll give you the talk for the tea plantation.
Okay.
Alright. No problem. Cold?
Yeah, can I try?
It was some early morning then it's like
Foto-foto. Gila nak gambar dekat traktor pink tu boleh tak? Boleh.
plantation, then we can move forward. Okay, come on, come girls. Okay, this tea plantation here where we are now, we call it Sungai Palas Tea Plantation. Because why? The name of the place here is Sungai Palas, but the plantation, the real name of the plantation is BOH. Right? The owner of the plantation is a British owner, J.A. Russell, from the day one until today. Still they are the owners. So now J.A. Russell already hand over the business to his daughter, Caroline Russell. She's the boss of the plantation. Okay. So for this part here, this is a very small plantation. It's about 240 hectares, a very small one. If you go lower down from Tanarata, the place where I picked you just now, for 25 kilometers, the main is over there. There they have about 4 times larger than what they're having it here. Then if you go down to Kuala Lumpur, Banting, Bukit Chiding, they also have a plantation there. Alright, so that plantation there, they are growing the trees on the level area. Here they're growing on the mountains. That's the difference of it. So for these 3 sections, they're having about 1,200 hectares where they are growing only black tea. There's no other tea here. We call it English tea those days. So this plantation started in 1929. They brought the workers from India, Sri Lanka. Even the seeds of the plants was brought from there. Then when they came here, they brought the Chinese from China and the Malays from Malaysia. They joined together and do the job. So this was all forest. They start cutting down the trees, clearing up. They grow the seeds in the nursery. Takes them about 2 years in the nursery. Then you ship it to the fields another 2 more years. That means after 4 years, then you do the harvesting. So the first time when they started the harvesting, they used to pick the leaves. That was done by ladies. Easy job. They used to pick only the top 3 leaves. Alright? So I mean, they'll pick the thing, just put in a basket. Once it's filled, just walk down to the factory, send it, come back, continue their job. So this thing was going on for a long time. Say about 40 years ago, those who came earlier in 1929, some of them was no more around. Their children was not interested, so they left the plantation. So the plantation had problem with workers because the locals refused to do the job for them. So they got to bring in the foreign workers from Bangladesh, Nepal, Indonesia. They are the one came in here to do the harvesting. So once they came in here, they stopped the system of hand picking. They came to a scissors. A big scissors normally we use in the house to trim our bushes, you know, with the wooden handle. They modified a pail in front of that. They used that for harvesting. So that was a bit slow. They brought in the machines. The machine which they brought in is not moving on its own. There'll be 2 workers lifting it. That's why you can see the trails. When you move in this now, each of them will take one trail. So for the machine, there's an engine, there's a scissors, about 2.5 feet scissors, there's a blower. They fix a bag at the back of it. So once it's cutting, the blower is blowing the leaves to the back. So their duty is to lift the machine and move. This machine is about 18 to 20 kilos, the weight of the machine. Alright? Because there's a platform, they put things underneath to make the thing stable. And then these workers here, they are not working on basic salary, they are working on contract. They are paid by kilos. So the things which they are using like scissors, machine, they have to buy it from the company. It's not free for them, but they're given a 50% discount. Alright? The machine after 50% discount is about 1,500 ringgit. The repairs and the gas on their own. So one machine belongs to 2 workers. They share the thing. In the morning, say about 6:30, they start harvesting. About 11, they will stop. Whatever they harvest, they have to carry the bags to the roadside. Depends to the area. If it's hilly area like this, they have to bring down the bags slowly, or else they have to carry the bags from the lower part to the higher part. In a hilly place where it's too steep, they have the cable line. There's a cable line where you can hang it with the hooks and just roll it down. They don't have to carry the bags. So each bag which they are carrying is not less than 45 kilos. It will be above 45. It goes to 50 or 60 kilos sometimes too, because they are willing to carry the weight than moving too many times. So once they come to the roadside, they'll take it out from the bags. They have to sort out the leaves because with machine or scissors, they don't pick the tree leaves. Sometimes they overcut the leaves. So they have to do the sorting. After the sorting, then they put in different bags. They do the weighing for them. Up to that level, they are paid 35 cents per kilo. It's the latest price for them after the COVID. Okay, before the COVID, it was 26 cents. So at the time, they had about 200 workers here at the plantation here. It was just enough for them to run the show. Then after the COVID, the currency was not stable. Most of them was going off. So the company got no choice. They have to increase to 35 cents to make sure the workers don't go. That's what they did. Alright, and now we left only about 120 workers here. Okay, normally after the harvesting, they do the weighing. After the weighing, they send it down to the factory. In the factory, they'll put in a box where they blow in the hot air from the boiler. In the boiler, they use firewood or palm oil shell. They to get the hot air, use a big fan to blow in to dry it up for one night. Next day morning, drops to rolling machine. They roll it up to very small pieces. Then goes another system, we call it fermentation, where they squeeze the leaf. Then from the fermentation, it goes to the oven. In the oven, with 120 degrees Celsius heat from the boiler, will dry it up completely. So once it's coming out from the oven, you can smell the tea. Here, there's no smell at all. It's just like grass, all right? Then from the oven, it goes to the netting. In the netting, it'll be separated to the size and the grade of it. So here they have the tea testers. Their duty is to label which is the best quality. That is their duty. So for this plantation later, when we go down there in the cafe, or you can buy from the shop here. The best quality, we call it Palas Supreme. That's the best quality which you will never get in the town. First of all, it's very limited, and secondly, it's a bit expensive. If later you go down here, if you go to the cafe for a cup of tea, maybe cost you almost 6 ringgit. If you go in the tea shop and buy the small container with 15 bags, will cost you about 30 ringgit. That means each bag is 2 ringgit. See, the container is beautiful. The bags are less, doesn't matter. The container is very nice. I think that's why people buying that. But you see, that's the best tea. Alright? If you go for the loose one, they have the packet thing, 100 grams is about 35 ringgit. 35 or 38 ringgit, that's the loose one. So, the tea which we are drinking outside is the one after the Palas Supreme. Say second grade or third grade, we call it BOP, that's the one we are drinking. And then tea with flavor, strawberry, lemon, peach or whatever flavor, they add in the flavor just for the taste of it. And also green tea, it's also not from here. It's imported from Japan or China. Okay, for green tea, the plants are the same, the leaves are the same. The way of picking is different. They only pick the first top leaf. You see, there's only one small one on the top which they pick. So that one you need workers to do that, and then the way of processing is completely different. They don't go for this, boiler, air, all kind of things they put in the hot sun. So that is why they can't do it here. That's why they import. See, the thing is all the same. The plants are all the same. Only the place where they import is different, that's all. And then for the harvesting wise, it's every 40 days. Every 40 days you have to harvest the leaves. Every 3 years you have to do the pruning. Pruning means you cut the top portion of the plant. So once you remove the top portion of the plant, left the plant with the empty branches, that's the time the company will pay the workers to remove the moss which is sticking to the branches. Because why? Moss is a parasite. It's not good for the trees. So they have to remove all that, clean it up. In 4 months they get a new growth. That are the best leaves to be picked. Alright? So, I mean, for the workers here, they have to work at least, I mean, say in a week, normally people work 6 days, they are working 7 days. Because they're short of workers now. 6 days they do harvesting, Sunday is their off day. See, the company don't force them, the company offers them. But these foreign workers, they don't mind. Because they are here to make money. So they will work, you see. So they do like fertilizing, spraying, weeding, I mean, cleaning the grass all on Sundays. And they have to work at least 12 hours per day. You see, not a short time of working for them. And then other facilities for them, the company provide them a place to stay, have the houses for them, they don't free. Foreigners, they are all men. They'll share 5 or 6 of them, they cook together, they try to save as much as they can. And then we have the locals, Malays and Indians, they'll be families, they're also staying here. But the locals don't do harvesting job, they do other jobs like security, drivers, factory, cafe, they are the one. Other facilities for them, like for the Muslims have a little mosque, Hindus have a Hindu temple, the Christians have the chapel, they have a clinic with a dresser. In case anything goes wrong with them, he's the first person to attend. Because why? When you take a foreign worker to hospital, the first time when you register, you have to pay money. There's 100 ringgit charges. And then if you do some medication, you still have to pay. That one the company have to pay. So for minor things, they can do it here. They don't have to send them to hospital. So then those days majority were more Indians. We have a primary school, a Tamil school here. Alright? So those children are going out for SK school, Malay school or secondary school. The company provide them a school bus. Pick them up in the morning, send them out. In the evening, they bring them back. That is given by the company. And for these workers here, those are working, doing harvesting, they can earn about 2,000 to 2,500 ringgit per month. It's not a big money, you see, it's not a big salary, but for them when they send back to their country, it's a good money for them. When they change to their currency. That's why they're willing to do it. Locals, none of them will do it. If they ask you all to do, will you do this job? Nobody will do all this. It's not easy job, right? Hard job. And then the tea which we are getting, the plantation here, is just enough for our Asian use. First of all, our Asians are very good tea drinkers. And secondly, the plantation is not that huge to supply all over the world. If you go to other countries, foreign, I mean like Europe countries, they have Lipton there. Lipton from Ceylon, Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka, they have the plantations are very huge. They are still going on hand picking because they have the labor. Here the problem is the labor for us. If you have enough laborers, they can do that, but here you can't do that all that. And then these plants, you don't have to water the plants, you only hope on rain. And these plants can never be soaked in the water. That's why they are grown on the mountains. So that once it rains, the water flows off. If you soak in the water, you will be dead. It will never last. And these plants are here from 1929 until today. There's already about 94 to 95 years old plants.
1929.
They're already 90 over years plants. Which one you went in just now to take photos. It doesn't look like, right? Because why? Because they are doing the pruning all the time. That's why the thing doesn't grow big. Later when we are going down, I'll show you on the roadside. Once it becomes a tree, it will go about 5 meters high.
5
It
meters.
will go bigger and taller. Once it becomes a tree, the leaves are not useful at all.
I see. Just for shade lah.
Yes. So if it doesn't want its plantation, let it go free. That means there will be a tea forest here. So see next time. Then it becomes a tree. That's from the camellia species. So camellia species plants can grow higher. So you have to prune it to keep the thing level. Alright? So this is the, okay. One more thing. Before you go in, I didn't tell you there are also snakes in the plants. There are also bees in the plants. Bees, haunted bees which attack humans. Snakes, not the common snake. There are also pit vipers. Pit vipers, the green one, the ular kapak. Yes, you can get that also in the plants here. But snakes normally, if you don't disturb them, they'll never hit you. I'm doing this for a long time. There's no problem at all. Very seldom you hear the workers also get bitten by snakes. Very seldom. But this one depends on luck. But this one, so far, so good. Right? If I let you know earlier there's snakes there, you will never go in. For sure, you never go. You just stand on the roadside and take photos. Enjoy, right? In the plants there. So you'll never say that. That'll be the last part where we'll mention to you there are snakes there. Okay,
so
later
next
to the
time
mossy
datang.
forest, the same thing. Alright? The mossy forest is what? When you walk in the boardwalk or the side anywhere, don't go and touch here and there. Because these snakes are also green in color. They might be sitting anywhere. You see? So before you touch something, make sure you see the surround of it, safe or not safe, then you touch it. Alright?
Sound dangerous.
That's about the mossy forest too. Same thing. That's why we have the pit vipers there. Pit vipers are poisonous snakes. You say about leaf snake, they call it whip snake, that one no problem. That one even hits you, it's not poisonous. They're very small one, or you can bring back home also. That one no problem, not pit viper. Okay, that's about tea plantation. Would you like to know anything else?
No, you already explained very well.
Is it enough? Oh my God. This is the one you told me the day I brought the European group. I was with him also. We was talking. The one of them was a bald head fella. Now after finish everything, I said, any question? He said, no, my head's going to blast. So simple. No, this is the information I have to give you, because if I don't give you, you will never know.
Yes.
If I just tell you, you just pick this and that. Simple. But those days when you do hand picking, there was 21 days. They used to pick the list which already grown up. So the next 21 days they come for the other one. But nowadays they are cutting up everything together. So they also light green. Usually they pick the light green leaves, like the one you took the photos just now. These are the leaves they pick. If you see some places they already pick one, you see it looks like dark green. The one is already ours. That means the overgrown leaves are at the bottom there. So for Cameron, they target for 100 years. The plants can last for 100 years because of the wet climate. But if you take a good care of it, it can go slower. It's not a waste. They have the nurseries where they are growing the plants. So wherever the plants are not good, they just remove it, replacing new plants now. They already start doing that.
Just now you mentioned that there's some like planted or like flatlands, right?
Yes.
Is the place same or
Same.
different?
It's all the same.
It's just
Only
that
the climate there is a bit different. The taste is almost the same. Once you go to the shop there, you can see the tea from Chiding. They call it Bukit Chiding. They have the containers from Bukit Chiding. You can try from the cafe too. Once you go to the cafe, you can try. So, anything else you'd like to know?
I would like to know how they remove the moss.
Manually.
Oh my God.
Because once the plant is empty, when they are cleaning up the branches, there's the time they use a small knife or whatever. Last time they used to give them a brush, an iron brush, they go and rub the thing. You have to rub. The company pay them. Usually you see 35 cents for the workers, it's not a big money. It's very little, but for the company it's very high. Normally they increase 1 or 2 cents every 2 or 3 years. But this time they give them a very high amount because they don't want the workers to go off. That's why. See, it's very high for them because their costing is very high. Like fertilizing, spraying, whatever, they are getting the things for them, they are paying them to do. Then the costing of them to stay, all kind of things all under them. So their costing is very high too. They can't afford to pay much. You see, sometimes people say, why don't they pay 1 ringgit or 2 ringgit, the company is gone. The cost is very high. The factory, the processing. And in this tea, once you finish the processing, they pack up, they send down to Kuala Lumpur. Once you reach in Kuala Lumpur, they don't go do the packing on the spot. There's a store where you keep it. There's a temperature for it to keep the thing there at least for 1 or 2 months. Then they do the packing. If you don't do it, there's no aroma. The aroma of the tea won't be there. It's not easy. That's why it takes a long time for them. But normally when we drink a cup of tea, don't waste. You see how hard to get it. It's not easy. Same, whatever we eat, it's all the same. In a hard way. So never waste.
We should appreciate tea.
Yes. Usually we come here, we come for the plantation, not to say we drink, we support the company boss, no. Help the workers, at least they also working, good for them.
They're working with their heart.
Yes. Fun fair, good. Okay, alright,
Alright.
come. You take